Nikola Tesla was not born into comfort or fame. He was born with ideas. From a young age, Tesla saw the world differently. While other children played outside, he watched lightning in the sky and asked questions no one around him could answer. Why does electricity move? Can energy travel without wires? Can the future be imagined before it exists? Tesla's mind never rested. He did not think in small steps. He thought in visions. In his head, machines were already working before they were built. He could see them, rotate them, and fix them without touching a single tool. This ability made him special. It also made him lonely. People around him did not understand his silence. They thought he was strange, too quiet, too focused. Tesla did not enjoy small talk. He did not care about social status. Money meant little to him. What mattered was creation. Psychologically, Tesla showed early signs of a common trait among geniuses: deep focus mixed with social distance. When the mind lives in the future, the present often feels empty. As Tesla grew older, this gap became wider. Teachers admired his intelligence, but classmates avoided him. They could not follow his thoughts. They could not enter his world. And slowly, Tesla learned an early lesson. Being different means walking alone. He accepted solitude not as a choice, but as a condition. This was the beginning of a long path, a path where brilliance and isolation walked side by side. And this path would only become darker. When Nikola Tesla arrived in America, he believed his life was about to change. New land, new opportunities, new future. In his pocket, he had almost no money. In his mind, he carried ideas powerful enough to change the world. Tesla arrived in New York with a letter of recommendation to Thomas Edison, one of the most famous inventors of that time. America was loud, fast, ambitious. Everything moved quickly, but Tesla moved differently. He observed more than he spoke. He listened more than he argued. At first, Edison was impressed. Tesla worked long hours, sometimes all night. He solved problems others avoided. But soon, a conflict appeared. Edison believed in practical results. Tesla believed in perfect systems. Edison wanted fast solutions. Tesla wanted elegant ones. Psychologically, this was a clash between two minds. One focused on profit, the other focused on vision. Tesla suggested improvements that could save time and energy. Edison listened, but did not truly hear. Promises were made, rewards were mentioned, but when the work was done, the respect Tesla expected never arrived. Instead, he felt used. This moment changed him. Tesla realized something painful. The world loves ideas, but it does not always respect the people behind them. So he walked away. No anger, no drama, just silence. He chose dignity over comfort. But that choice came with a price. Alone again, Tesla stepped into the streets of New York. Brilliant, proud, and invisible. His genius was growing. So was his isolation. Tesla was now alone, but his ideas were becoming stronger. He believed electricity could change the future, not just for the rich, but for everyone. At that time, electricity already existed, but it was dangerous, expensive, and limited. Thomas Edison supported direct current, DC. It worked, but only over short distances. It wasted energy and cost more money. Tesla believed in alternating current, AC. AC could travel far. It was cheaper. It was smarter. But smart ideas often scare powerful people. This started what history later called the War of Currents. Edison did not fight with science alone. He fought with fear. He told the public that AC was deadly. He showed animals being killed with electricity. He wanted people to be afraid. Psychologically, this was manipulation. Fear is stronger than logic. People listen faster when they are scared. Tesla did not answer with attacks. He answered with silence and demonstrations. He stood calmly on stage and let electricity pass through his body. The crowd watched in shock. He smiled. AC did not kill him. It obeyed him. But even as Tesla won the scientific battle, he was losing something else. Support, money, stability. Investors wanted fast profit. Tesla wanted a future. His ideas were too big, too early, too difficult to explain. Many people around him became rich. Tesla did not. The world began using his inventions. but his name stayed in the shadows. And slowly, as his ideas powered cities, his personal life grew darker. Genius was winning. Nikola Tesla was not. Alternating current won. Cities began to shine at night. Factories worked longer hours. Homes became brighter and safer. Tesla's ideas were everywhere, but Tesla himself was nowhere. He walked through New York streets and saw buildings powered by his inventions. Yet people did not recognize him. This created a deep inner conflict. Psychology calls this invisible contribution. When your work matters, but you feel unseen. Tesla was invited to events. People admired his intelligence. But admiration is not connection. They praised the idea, not the man. Fame touched him, but never stayed. He did not belong to any group. Businessmen found him strange. Scientists found him too imaginative. Society found him difficult to understand. Tesla preferred ideas to people. He avoided close relationships. He believed emotions distracted the mind. Loneliness became his safe place. But safety can slowly turn into isolation. He lived in hotels, moving from room to room. No family, no partner, no home, only thoughts, only visions. His mind never rested. At night, ideas attacked him. Machines, frequencies, invisible waves. He wrote notes until sunrise. Sleep felt like a waste of time. Psychologically, this is obsession. When passion replaces balance. Tesla believed the future depended on him. That belief gave him purpose and pressure. People smiled at him, but no one stayed. He spoke about wireless energy, free power for the world. They smiled politely. Then they walked away. His ideas were ahead of time, and being early often feels like being alone. Tesla was becoming famous, but he was also becoming distant from humanity itself. Being different is powerful, but it is also expensive. Tesla did not think like other people. He did not live like them either. He wore the same style of clothes every day. He followed strict routines. He hated dirt and disorder. He counted his steps. He avoided touching hands. He feared germs. Psychologists today might call this obsessive behavior. For Tesla, it was control. When the world feels chaotic, the mind looks for rules. Tesla trusted rules more than people. He refused to work on projects that did not match his vision. Many investors left him. They wanted fast money. Tesla wanted a better future. This created conflict. Society rewards results, not ideals. Tesla lost financial support again and again. He became more isolated. When people rejected his ideas, he blamed himself, not emotionally, intellectually. I must think better. I must go further. But isolation slowly changes the brain. Without feedback, thoughts grow extreme. Tesla began to believe. Only he could see the truth. This is a dangerous mental space. Genius without grounding can turn into loneliness. He stopped explaining his ideas clearly. He spoke in visions and dreams. People listened, but did not understand. Understanding creates connection. Without it, distance grows. Tesla did not notice how alone he was becoming. Or maybe he noticed and accepted it. He once said he felt closer to his machines than to humans. Machines were predictable. People were not. That belief protected him, but also locked him away. Being different gave Tesla power, but it also took something from him. The price was human closeness, and the bill would come later. Time is cruel to quiet people. While Tesla stayed loyal to his ideas, the world changed direction. New inventors appeared. New companies grew fast. They focused on profit, not vision. Tesla did not adapt. He still believed truth would win by itself. But history shows something different. The loud are remembered faster than the deep. Tesla's old partners became famous. Their names were printed everywhere. Tesla's name slowly disappeared. He lived in hotels, moving from room to room. At first, people respected him. Later, they ignored him. Journalists stopped calling. Investors stopped listening. This created a silent pain. Psychologically, being forgotten hurts more than being hated. Hate means attention. Silence means erasure. Tesla felt invisible. Yet, he did not complain. He believed suffering was part of greatness. This belief kept him strong and trapped. He He refused to simplify his work for public understanding. He spoke in complex ideas. The world wanted simple answers. Distance grew wider. Tesla began feeding pigeons. Instead of meeting people, he talked to them. He cared for them. Animals did not judge him. This is common among lonely minds. When human connection fails, the brain seeks safer bonds. But safety is not the same as growth. Tesla was alive, but socially frozen in time. He watched the world advance without him, and deep inside, he felt something break. Not his mind, his place in history. Tesla was not weak, but he was proud, very proud. He believed real genius should never beg for support. When companies offer help with conditions, Tesla refused. He wanted full freedom, but freedom without support can become isolation. Psychologically, pride can protect dignity, but it can also block connection. Tesla saw compromise as betrayal of truth. Others saw it as necessary survival. This difference cost him everything. People tried to help him. Some friends suggested simpler projects. Some advised him to teach, to write, to explain his ideas clearly. Tesla rejected these paths. He believed the world should rise to his level, but the world rarely does. As money disappeared, Tesla's living conditions worsened. Still, his pride remained intact. He wore old suits with elegance. He spoke with confidence, even when broke. This kind of pride is both powerful and dangerous. It gives inner strength, but removes flexibility. Tesla became emotionally rigid. He trusted his vision more than people. Over time, doors closed, not because people hated him, but because he was unreachable. Psychology teaches this. When pride replaces communication, isolation grows silently. Tesla stood alone, surrounded by his ideas. Brilliant, pure, and painfully distant. As years passed, Tesla's mind was still powerful, but his body was tired, very tired. He slept less. He ate little. He walked alone for hours, talking to his thoughts. His ideas did not stop, but his energy did. Psychology shows that long-term loneliness changes the brain. Without human feedback, thoughts become heavier. Tesla started to repeat himself. Old ideas returned again and again, but no one listened anymore. He believed the world had ignored him unfairly. This belief slowly turned into bitterness. Not anger, but quiet sadness. He stopped trusting people fully. When journalists came, he spoke about grand inventions, but many of them were only ideas, not reality. People began to doubt him. Some called him a genius from the past. Others said he had lost his mind. In truth, Tesla was exhausted, emotionally and physically. Loneliness can do this. Without support, the mind works against itself. Tesla's inner dialogue became louder. He questioned his choices, but his pride did not allow regret. So he stayed silent. He fed birds in the park. He talked to them more than to humans. Animals felt safe. People felt complicated. This was not madness. It was withdrawal, a defense mechanism. When the world hurts too much, the mind escapes. Tesla escaped into memories, into theories, into solitude. His brilliance still existed, but it had no stage and no audience. By the late years of his life, Nikola Tesla was almost invisible to the world. New names filled the newspapers. New inventors took the stage. New technologies were praised. But Tesla stayed in the same small hotel room. He changed rooms often, not because he wanted to, but because he could not pay. Once, he was welcomed by kings. Now, he was avoided by hotel staff. This is how fame works. Psychology calls it social replacement. When society finds something new, it forgets the old, even if the old built the foundation. Tesla watched this quietly. He did not fight for attention. He did not argue publicly. Instead, he stayed loyal to his ideas. Even when people laughed, he believed the future would understand him. He once said that the present belongs to others, but the future belongs to him. This belief kept him alive. But belief alone cannot replace human warmth. He had no family, no partner, no close friends, only memories. and unfinished visions. Some journalists still visited him, hoping for shocking stories. Tesla gave them mystery. He spoke about wireless energy, free power for the world, and machines that could change humanity. But companies wanted profit, not dreams, so his ideas stayed on paper. This created a deep inner conflict. He knew his value, but the world did not confirm it. Psychologically, this creates emotional isolation. When identity is not recognized, the self becomes fragile. Still, Tesla refused to compromise. He did not sell his soul for comfort. He chose truth over popularity, vision over money, silence over noise. In a strange way, this made him stronger and lonelier. The world forgot his face, but his mind stayed free. Nikola Tesla died quietly. No cameras, no applause, no crowds. On January 7th, 1943, in a small hotel room in New York, his heart stopped. He was 86 years old. At that moment, the world did not stop. People went to work. Cities stayed loud. Technology kept moving. Only one man disappeared. Tesla died alone, just as he lived for many years. Psychologically, this is called existential solitude, when a person feels connected to ideas more than to people. Tesla was not afraid of death. He was afraid of unfinished work. After his death, government agents entered his room. They took his papers. They studied his notes. Suddenly, the forgotten genius became important again. This is the irony of success. Society often recognizes value only after it is gone. Years passed. Then slowly, Tesla's name returned. Books were written. Movies were made. Scientists spoke his name with respect. The unit of magnetic field was named after him. Companies used his name. The world finally understood. But Tesla was not there to see it. This teaches a hard truth. Success does not always bring happiness. Genius does not guarantee connection. And being right does not mean being accepted. Yet Tesla's story is not tragic. It is powerful. He proved that one mind can change the world. Without approval, he lived for the future, not for praise. Today, when lights turn on, when electricity flows, Tesla's spirit is still present. He died alone, but he never truly disappeared, because true ideas never die.